Hey everybody, welcome to the next commentary. Today we're playing some Orianna mid lane against a Draven. It is not going to be easy early whatsoever. This is not easy to play against. That being said, we're playing Orianna and doing a video on her because she is literally the most played champion in Master Tier Plus mid lane. She is extremely popular, and it's because she's ridiculous. She has a insane kit. Pro players literally play her all the time. She has really good scaling. She gets really crazy in laning phase around level 9. You can beat people early on with Orianna. Your QCD is kind of longish, and her whole entire kit kind of functions off of that ball. Your W does an AoE around the ball, and it speeds up and slows enemies or allies, depending on, of course, which. And then your E brings the ball back to you and gives you a shield. You can also shield your allies, which is great for ball delivery system. I have a Malphite this game, so I can, like, ball him. He ulties. I use my ultimate because my ultimate is a AoE CC around it. So, what we're going to be doing during the early game is probably not much. The thing is that how Draven works is that he kind of auto-attacks for 1,000,000,000 damage, because when he has his axes, you could almost consider it like his attack damage is just going to be significantly higher. So if he ever hits you, ever, you will literally just die. Like, it, not just, well, you won't instantly die, but you will get out-traded so hard, especially with a champion like mine, where my ball damage is, like, honestly similar to, like, my auto attack damage. It's not really that much. The thing that makes this ridiculous later on is that it gets to such a short cooldown that you can start kiting people and being very good with that. So because we know that this matchup is just so difficult, we're not going to do anything too special until later on, because it's just not smart to do. We're not touching the wave that much, because if I touch the wave too quickly to try to ship out, he will miss less minions, because I'll kill his minions too fast, causing them to not hit mine. So, we denied him cannon, technically, by just not shoving quickly, so he lost that. Udyr didn't invade when Draven already looked for a base, so this guy's probably just gonna die, but hey, if he somehow survives, that's pretty sick. There's something about recently how my junglers always look for invade. Whenever, like, my mid is better prio or better items, we're very lucky that he didn't get a free kill, because Draven's passive is a gold generation thing, and he likes snowballing. His whole entire kit is about that. But now we're in a pretty good position here, because, I mean, he's low. Even though I'm hitting him with low damage Q, it's not really that big of a deal. Your Q, when you use it, does more damage to the first person hit, and then does less for each person afterwards, up to a maximum. So if you throw it through the wave and then it hits them, it really does, like, nothing. But that's okay. It's not really, like, too necessary. I'm not just spamming on him, because, honestly, I feel like I could probably just, like, leave this wave like this. This one caster minion should be just the smallest amount more, I believe, which will cause it to slow push back towards me, which is exactly what I want. For itemization, I'm a big fan of just going the damage build, which is the Blackfire Torch build. If you're new to Orianna, you can go tier and probably, like, Blackfire Torch and then build Archangels afterwards if you're bad with, like, mana issues, and you feel like you are new to her because you might spam too much. So yeah. Also, for leveling up your abilities, Q can do 3-point, and then W max people do, or you can just do Q max. I've been really enjoying Q max, that's what I'm gonna do. This guy is going Bloodthirster first, which is a pretty regular build path. That's what people normally do on Draven, because he can make it so he can lifesteal, and when he lifesteals, he becomes basically unkillable by poke, unless we have very, very, very short CDs, and we're not really there yet. We're getting there, but we're not exactly there. So, he's trying to heal himself a little bit. I'm trying to keep the harass up just a tad. It's not that easy to do, but I'm almost level 6, and also he does spam frequently, so what's going to happen is that I'm seeing the angle is coming up. I'm getting very close to the angle where I can just start punishing him very hard. I've gotten past the hard part of the game. When Draven doesn't snowball, he starts getting really weak. And I already know that Orianna is just always good. He is now just screwed. So, we're just gonna start shoving this out. Okay, dude, you have owned me. I'm gonna face check this anyways, because honestly, even though I messed up, I already know that I'll probably still be able to beat you, even if your teammate's here, so... We'll just get a free kill. My ultimate was one of the worst ultimates I've ever had on this champion ever, so be aware that it's not difficult to land Orianna ultimate. I'm just not completely focused, am I? I will not make that mistake again. So, Lost Chapter purchase is coming up. Malphite was able to kill the Vel'Koz, who's for some reason just roaming, doing random plays, and I'm able to go buy some items. And we are now starting to get to the strong point of Orianna. Of course, the strong point of Orianna can be sooner versus other picks, but not a pick like Draven. This guy still has, his barrier. He's waiting. But, we should be able to kill him afterwards, even though it's gonna, like, almost kill me, because he has lethal tempo. Udyr really wanted to skirmish that badly, so of course I'll follow him up, even though I was just trying to stall out for Udyr to also initiate with me, because I can't just, like, brainlessly run at him. Vel'Koz is roaming. No! My QW was so dang close. He only killed me with auto attacks, basically. If my QW goes off there, he dies, so it was milliseconds before we could kill him. But that's not really that big of a deal. Giving Vel'Koz a kill when he's already, like, super weak, or, like, also a support, is not really too concerning. We have 3 kills now, so once again, as soon as we got to, like, about level 6, that's when it gets really good. Your ultimate also is great setup for later on with your W. When you use your ultimate, it will almost always put them close enough to the ball to hit them with W, which is the one that does damage AoE. And when you do that inside of teamfights, it's game-changing, because when you land it, you're probably going to land it, hopefully, on multiple people, right? I'm going to start rotating bot, because there's maybe something going on, but I'm not going to use that, because otherwise they'll see me. It feels as though they know that I was rotating, so there's nothing that I can really do to contribute more, so I'm just going to go back mid. We're still not level 9 just yet, so I'm still waiting for that. Phase Rush, deal a little bit of damage to him. I'm going to start poking him pretty hard now, because I know that we're in that part of the game where I can start doing that, and actually get away with being able to fight. Because it's not too difficult anymore, especially with somebody who is this type of player, where they play Draven, but they only play, like, kind of brain off, playing off of instinct, and just, like, I'm just gonna continuously pick up my axes and just hit whoever tries to fight me, but if I just don't fight him and just play for my own spikes, they aren't really dangerous at all. With Orianna, the way that I like to utilize her ultimate is that you can start off with, like, QW, and you can slow them, deal some good damage to them, and then after you QW, what is very nice is that you wait and don't immediately ultimate, but, like, Q ultimate, or, like, you can even just, like, use your ultimate first and then Q afterwards, so it's all about that. But you see how he's trying to get around my ball now? Because he knows that the only way to kill me is to get near me, but you can use the ball as a kiting tool. Because what happens is that the ball, because it slows people when they get hit by the W, then it's very difficult for them to get in range of you, which is why I knew that this matchup would eventually become basically impossible for him to play, and then he just gets so desperate. Like, this is desperation, because he knows that this is when it gets... Well, maybe he doesn't know, but I know this is when this champion gets really stupid. When you play versus stuff that are other mages, like Zoe and stuff, you can also punish them pretty hard. You have to just... If I was against a Zoe, specifically try to keep my ball inside the minion wave, stay behind my minions, don't get hit by her E, which is like staying behind minions, and then just like whenever she steps up to get her own last hits, that's when you hit them. I mean, the most basic trading pattern for every single champion in League is when the enemy goes for something, normally CS, you react to it. You don't only look at these minions on his side getting low, you look at your own too. When I know that these caster minions get low and he shows up, he's probably going to step up to try to get it. I know that Ashe might want minions too, right? This guy is kind of fed. She has 1-0. She has a completed item. I'm going to start rotating topside. It looks not the easiest to get away from. The Kha'Zix is running away in such a pattern that I don't think I could ever catch him there, so I'm not going to bother. And we will just throw down my ball, throw it again, because I know that she probably wants that. She is using her W because she can farm away from the wave, just like, unlike Draven can. I could have maybe ultied there, but the risk of doing this is that she has arrow, so if Kha'Zix shows up, this can get really challenging very quickly. Because what will happen is that she's going to ulti me into a Kha'Zix gank. But I already, like, kind of knew that, so I was prepared for it, because as long as you just think about why on earth would a Ashe ever try to beat an Orianna in a 1v1? There's actually no way she can. In a 1v1, there's nothing that she can do. Because I'm a better champion in a 1v1. But if you think about her ultimate, if she does that, and then somebody else shows up while I'm stunned, that's pretty easy to deal with. She would just kill me, right? So that's why I was able to think about that, because we're inside of High Elo, right? This is like Grandmaster and Master Tier opponent mix, and together, that means that they understand that they don't win versus me anyways. The only way that they beat me is by playing smart, and I'm going to expect that. I'm going to speed up Lulu and stuff. I don't think that we can actually catch this guy. Great, though. We have level 11. My ultimate damage is insanely high. The base damage of Orianna ultimate isn't that bad, and because it's an AoE ultimate that's easier to land than Lux ultimate, and the AP ratio being 95%, meaning, and also your W being 80, means that you have 175% like AoE. Lux ultimate dealing 120, of course, like is not really it's a like good comparison, but it's like easier to land. So I'll just ulti her and just start chunking, and if like people show up, maybe I can try to kill, but I isolated myself. That's like one of the downsides, of course. If I go too far, I might get myself killed. The reason why I didn't overcommit towards Ashe is because I figured that she still had arrow, and if I walk to her, I'll just get hit. So I was hoping to try to be very aggressive. Kha'Zix shows up. I got hit too much. Phase Rush can't save me because I already committed too hard and made a mistake. So I die for it. It's my problem. We do have a really good team comp for Orianna ball delivery, though, so it's not really going to be too big of an issue right now. Draven will probably continuously just shove for the entire game and just fight whoever because he just doesn't care. Doesn't really matter, though, because he has the rest of his team to kind of make up for his deficit, because Mundo seems to be kind of a issue topside. He's like up 50 farm and stuff. So, we're just going to hit this. And then I am going to see if I can leave, because I don't like just split pushing on like objectives and stuff. Like, they're doing the Rift Herald, and my team is trying to make a play happen, and a lot of times if your teammates rotate, like, to do something... Oh, really, dude? That's so annoying that I could almost one-shot Kha'Zix, so I didn't expect for him to... I was not going to even go for Ashe. All I did was, like, come up a little bit, but I died for it. Once again, that's just a mistake. Because all that matters for them is playing off of Ash Arrow. That's the only way that they can play the game realistically, and I need to just stay underneath my turret and just let them dive me, and then I'll try to outplay under turret. Because all Kha'Zix does is just look for me every single fight. That's what he wants to do. It's not going to be an issue later on, though. I already know that. Individual death. Eh. I don't think that it's really that concerning. They take a little bit of turrets. We already have the dragons and grubs and stuff like that, so I think that's a bigger problem for them to deal with than them just like getting straggler kills onto me where they just get gold. Cool, free kill. Kind of wanted it, but that's fine. Looks like she's going top lane, so I'm just gonna stay mid. We have to be respectful of Ashe because she'll just continue arrowing and letting Kha'Zix come kill me, so I'm just gonna play super far away. Whenever things start happening to you in a game, you can start changing the game plan. Because in some worlds, a Kha'Zix would never kill me there because they aren't fully aware of how aggressive they can be. Dude, I don't think that we even need to use my ultimate onto this, but... like, the Draven just doesn't care. He's completely given up after falling behind. Which is pretty normal for Draven mid players because he probably got auto-filled. There's Kha'Zix there. There's a fight going on bot side. I'm just gonna speed up Lulu. The reason why I'm going the safe way is because I didn't know if we were gonna get collapsed on by other people still, so... because this seems like a bit too aggressive. She messed up. Nice, she dies for it. I'm gonna definitely die here because Kha'Zix is behind us, which is what I was kind of talking about with, like, going too hard. But I just qualled my Malphite, who was next to the Ashe, and when I got to hit him, had the ball on him, I just press R and she got hit by it, and that just, like, ruins their game plan, kinda. So I'm going Horizon Focus because high CD and high AP is how Orianna usually functions. Death Cap is always good. Zhonya's is fine. You can go Void Staff if you really need it. Draven did get a kill. Typed XD. But it's not even a shutdown, so it's not really that concerning, especially because Draven's been dying so much, so he's lost a lot of his stacks. And now we can just go back to doing regular Orianna stuff. I actually have my item here, so I'm just gonna buy that. Also gonna buy a blue trinket. Fight this one? Yeah, I mean, why would we not fight every single dragon this entire game? There's no way that the enemy team is stronger than us. But if somebody gets caught, I guess it could be an issue. Doesn't look like he got caught, though. He's an Udyr, so he's just way too tanky. I'll just ball Malphite for now, but it's probably not gonna end up in any way. There's no reason that the enemy team should contest this, because we just have it. So I wanted to just, like, like, go for Ashe here and go around that corner, but I just didn't know if Nilo would be able to follow up because she backed off. Because I don't think that I can just one-shot right now. Could be wrong, though. I'm really strong. My champion is kind of not fair around this power level when you just press R, really. Malphite does not have flash, but he does have ult. So we'll just kill. They used Ashe Arrow. They are not able to do anything with it. I have Phase Rush, so it's not the easiest for them to kill me, but they can still commit pretty dang hard. I'm slowing him, kiting out. Continue kiting. Slow down the Draven. He'll try to kill me still. He crit me, but it doesn't really matter. Kha'Zix is on me now. Malphite is just backing in front of my face, not caring at all about the Kha'Zix. And we win the game, just like that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the game. I have a game 2 of it. If you want to see a more challenging game and how Orianna can try to make comebacks happen, especially with more laning phase oriented stuff, it was gonna be game 1, but so I might go over some of the basics again. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. The damage dealt should be decent, I would imagine. I didn't get to be part of a lot of fights because I kept on dying, but should be pretty up there. A lot of times you can totally be number 1 easily. I probably could have been number 1 if the game just lasted longer. But anyways, thanks for watching again. See you guys later. Peace out. Have a great day. Bye. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the next commentary. I probably can't kill that guy. We are playing some Orianna mid today. Orianna is the most played champion for mid lane inside of Masters Tier Plus. So, she is the most popular mid. Almost every single pro plays her very consistently. There's a lot of challenger Oriannas. It's because she is probably the most consistent mid in the game, probably. Just like her kit is just ridiculous. She has crazy control with her ball, super low CDs, good team fighting, good laning phase. She might lack gap closers and stuff, but a lot of times if you're good with movement, you can just completely make up for it. We're versus a Sylas. Sylas matchup is mostly about just never ever allowing him to like chain you, because as long as he doesn't chain you, you should be okay. When he like tries to run near you, he'll like press W onto you and stuff. Orianna is about your ball placement and trying to play around that. Versus Sylas, if you don't want to get hit by his chain, the way that you do it is you just stand really far away like this. If you're behind your minion wave, he normally can never hit you. And then you just consistently try to hit him. You can go Airy or Phase Rush. Phase Rush is most common, but Airy can actually be better if you want like more damage. I feel like it's mostly preference. He just took a pretty bad trade here because he just won on me but didn't land his chain, so we're just going to auto-tag trade him back. Our QCD is pretty short. We just throw our ball out. When we have our ball on ourselves, our E does give us armor and magic resist, and when I bring the ball back, it also damages everybody between it, so I purposely didn't bring it back until he was about to jump on me so I could hit him. But this matchup can get very out of control very quickly, because as he starts chunking you, when you chunk him back, he has like healing in his kit, even though you have shielding and stuff. This wave is huge though. So, because the wave was so big, I just stood inside of my minions, and he almost died because of it. I mean, he'll probably just base. I know that he'll probably not allow me to hit him here, so I'm not going to go for it. There might have been, like, one opportunity where I could have flashed forward and just, like, auto-attack him once, but I'm pretty content with this, because you can see that he's just going to miss a bunch of farms, so that's still an advantage, because we had an opportunity and maybe we missed it, possibly. Now, for itemization, you can either go tier. I feel like tier is usually good for people who are new to Orianna, because you can sometimes really struggle with her mana costs if you spam frequently, but Blackfire Torch is usually built with a higher win rate, so I probably would recommend that if you know how to conserve mana and stuff. Just auto-tag trading. I mean, he's just going to continue eating forward whenever he has Conquer up, so I already know that he wants to be pretty aggro onto me. Put our ball out. He'll probably want to dash forwards here, so I'm just, like, trying to respect him. Oh, I missed my Q again. Every single time I miss Q, that's kind of a big deal. Didn't have Phase Rush up there, so I couldn't hit him very hard, but it's still pretty decent, I would say. If I can convince him to dash forward onto me, like, by baiting him, then we can probably kill him, but it's really dependent on that. Dude, this is so annoying, this Graves. I can't play with you, bro. It's really frustrating how you keep on like doing weird invades where it just is not gonna work out. The Udyr uses double W for crazy shielding and healing, and I already knew that that was gonna end up bad because of that. But, oh well, at least I got to trade back a kill. Orianna scaling is pretty decent. I mean, your ultimate is a game-changing ultimate because you cause everybody around your ball to get tossed around it, and then your W, which is just a speed-up slowdown around your ball that's AoE, can be chained with it, so you can deal a pretty insane amount of damage very quickly, and it's also crowd control, so that makes it even better. I could probably go anti-heal early on. That's my fault for not building that. But, I mean, I guess going Lost Chapter first and then anti-heal is probably best, so that's what we'll do. Orianna gets really nuts around level, like, 9. Because that's when, you have way more points in your queue, because during the early game, you can, like, poke people and harass them, but it doesn't get really broken until you get to the point where, your QCD is so short that it's so spammable, you can do really nuts stuff with it. I'm just gonna harass him a little bit with the ball. Still auto-attacking to just grab stuff. Putting my ball in a better area to, like, try to have a better spot to try to hit him with. The ball does not deal the same damage to every single target. It does the most damage to the first person when you throw it. The W does good damage no matter what. I'm just gonna hit him with the ball by making it come back to me. It's not that much damage, but it still is damage, of course. When Silas takes his ultimate from me, then I can get caught by it because it's it acts as if he has a ball on his head, so just like do the shockwave around his head. So if he E's me, he can actually chain it pretty well. There's a chance that I get ganked, so that's why I'm trying to respect. Because I saw that the Janna was nearby. The CS per minute's still looking completely fine. Oh my goodness, I almost walked into that chain there. He did use chain pretty recently, so I'm just gonna phase rush him, deal good damage. Is Grave unable to kill? Dang. If Grave was 6, I was hoping he was. I didn't get to look. He would just instantly kill the Silas there. But the thing is, Graves is a bit underleveled because he was already 0-2, so that does make it much more challenging. Their enemy jungler is way stronger. So it always sucks whenever a play like that happens, where if my jungler wasn't as far behind, we would have won probably, because it would have instantly killed the Silas with Graves' ultimate. It's alright though. We got caught, and we can't be pressuring as hard because the Udyr has too much control of the game because he's just way too strong. Doesn't mean that the game's over. Do I have Gathering, or do I have Scorch? I have Scorch. Okay, I just want to know if I have Scaling Runes. You don't need Scaling Runes to scale. Obviously, you can still do plenty on your own, but it's fine. I'm on the way. I just want to clear the wave first. I mean, I can speed up my teammate, because it speeds up everybody that's on it, which is pretty convenient, but I don't really know what we're doing here. Like, it's hard to chase. Nice try, though. I mean, I tried to assist the team with getting the Udyr kill, because if he does die, it's huge. Why did it make the noise as if the Void Grubs died, even though they just reset? Damn, that guy really wanted to get me. Jeez. Still going okay. Still trying to just reach certain spike points that make us super busted. But that was a really poor trade by me. Just auto attack trade versus him a little bit because I walked out from the minion wave and let him hit me, which was bad, but it's okay. Ooh, nice trade. Nice trade again. He's making huge mistakes here. He did something that was, I mean, it was close, I guess. I was very, very low. I just feel like that's kind of greedy to do because he did it underneath my turret. So if he's not successful, then if I ulti him, he'll get stuck. And that's bad. Really bad, obviously, because the turret's going to wail on him and deal a ton. Shows Ionian boots being pretty popular. Sork boots and Ionian are good in their own way, but shows that it's pretty popular on Orianna, so I'm kind of down to build it. Is there any way that Yasuo plus everybody else can, like, help kill this Udyr? Probably not. Nice. Massive shutdown for myself. Yeah, we're getting to the point where I said, like, once you get CDR and stuff, it gets really annoying fighting me. The Udyr held onto his, Awakened stance, which is the one that empowers it, and, was not able to successfully run away. Janna even tried saving him, but... I also have anti-heal now, so I'm kind of down to duel him, because my CDs are so short. This is when it gets so annoying to play versus Orianna. Like, you can already see how my CD on my ball is so busted, right? What can he even do? Especially when you have, like, blue buff, too. I mean, that's also a huge deal. If my ultimate hits him, I might kill him, but it's only if I hit him with it, and... Obviously, I don't know if he'll allow that, but we can try to continue zoning him. I do have Phase Rush, too, so if I got ganked, I think I could probably survive. Dang, I probably could have ultied him. Okay, cool, I still got him. Because the slow is still pretty effective. The slow lasts a while because it leaves the field there for a while, so that means if that they're just in the field, it consistently is reapplying that stack. I don't have Phase Rush here, which is tragic, but I'm pretty sure I'll just barely survive, maybe? Like, that's kind of crazy damage from Udyr, but jeez, dude. What is that damage? Ouch. I don't even have, like, a full item completed, though, and now we're super strong. I'm the strongest on the team. I have 4 of our 5 kills. We can just go for the Blackfire Torch. And now, I feel like CDR and full AP both go hand in hand. So a lot of times, I guess, Horizon Focus is probably pretty dang good, because that literally gives high AP and a lot of ability haste, which is pretty convenient. See how uncomfortable he is with the ball out? Like, he's giving up so much farm because he just doesn't want to get near it. That's the power of just, like, don't just spam the ball. Just have it in an area and just see what happens. Like, you can play reactionary. You don't have to play for predictions or anything. Just, there's a minion low, he goes for it. I press buttons. There's a minion low. Well, you go for it. If he doesn't, then he's not going to get hit. And then if he starts stepping up hard, then I just try to trade versus him again, aggressively. Look at my farm. I have 110 to his 58 because he just feels probably so pressured that he just can't do anything. And that's with, like, him, in my opinion, having a better early game than me because I kept on dying. Right? Doesn't matter. We just continue pressuring again. The thing that you need to be paying attention to at this point is just, like, I'm only pressuring because I feel safe and I have an area to run to, which would be my graves. I can't guarantee that I'll live. But if you ever get a lead and you think that, like, oh my gosh, I can't extend my lead, why is it that I am able to, like, pressure so hard, but when you do it in your game, you get ganked by everybody? That's because I'm looking at where people are. I wouldn't be doing this unless I knew. I know Janna's bot, I know that Udyr is missing, but, like, look at our vision. This is so crazy for me to, like, be able to pressure. Oh, dang, I, for some reason, thought I could kill him there, but... what we did is that we just continued running away. Oh, that W, if it hit him, would have killed him, but... This guy's coming. I'll just have to run away. So he went for the minion wave, so I got to punish him for it. I still have Phase Rush, so I have to proc it by using 3 abilities and then just run. Because he's trying to kill me. That's why Phase Rush is so powerful. You can do really cheesy stuff. I feel like this guy is still looking hard. As long as he has his Awakened, he's scary. He just used on the wave, though. I can't kill him or anything, but I can, like, be annoying, I guess. Because I don't have mana. But that's because we've been using so much to try to kill the Sylas all game. Right? And now... we're getting even stronger, right? So we can just buy more items now. I don't need my refillable anymore, in my opinion, so I'm just going to sell it to get even more CDR. Orianna's AP ratios are not bad. You're Q is 55, but it's super low. W is 80, which is the AoE, and your ultimate's 95. So technically, if your ultimate and W combine, it's a whopping, like, 175% AP ratio. And that is ridiculous for an AoE fight, because Orianna ultimate is easier to land on multiple people than it is to, like, even land a Lux ultimate. Another big thing about my champion is that people think, or people don't realize sometimes, I realize it because I've played a lot of Orianna, your burst damage is freaking super, super, super strong. They get first turret. They already got first turret top, though, because Mundo's losing pretty hard, so there's not much that we could even do there. I'm just gonna TP back mid because maybe I can help Graves or something. No, he already died. He's 1 in 5. Yeah, we are in a... Is bot lane losing too? So basically every single person is losing except for me. Not gonna lie. I mean, that's just like a literal fact of this game. I'm just gonna flash, otherwise I'm dead. I get to kill Janna again because she was super chunked. I can't help you. You're just dead. I was busy killing the Janna because the only thing I need to be doing at this point, like Mundo's pinging when I'm the only fed person. It's so funny when people do that. It's just like, whoa, you're 0-3 losing topside and you got solo killed twice. But meanwhile, I'm solo killing my lane on repeat and I've killed Udyr, and my CS lead is so gigantic that we might have a shot at winning despite everybody being so far. Just so funny. Anyways, I have a Dark Seal. I think I would like to go something that is needless related, like a needless for death cap, and then just see what happens, and maybe I just build it into something else if I can afford it. Probably like a Zanya's is always good for a defensive item. But yeah, we're somewhat strong. I'm only saying somewhat strong because they have a bunch of champions that feel as though they're as strong as me. I chunked the crap out of Mbessa, and I believe she flashed, so that's insane. I don't have my ultimate, though, for this dragon now. And dragon is gonna be soul soon, too, which is annoying. Dang, my, Oblivion Orb is honestly kind of doing work, though. It's reduced quite a bit of healing already. Though the win con, if you want to sometimes think about like how you'd win a team fight, would usually be like an AoE ultimate with Yasuo and Nami both combining their ultimates with my ultimate to deal an incredible amount of AoE damage instantly. Silas is pretty weak, so thankfully he probably just doesn't kill my teammate here, so I just have to like try to beat him up in the meantime. And then we can most likely still fight. Nah, it's just so doomed, actually. Oh, wow. The Mbessa ultimate didn't hit me. I was very lucky. It accidentally hit somebody else. So everybody died but me. My team honestly might just FF, but they didn't. Okay, good. I'm kind of down to just try to carry this. Let's see what we can do. It's gonna be quite hard. We have to give the objective, and then I will, I guess, farm bot side for now, because I have TP available. I don't trust my team to fight without me. And I feel like they're gonna do something stupid. But, I mean, Grizz have been doing kind of dumb stuff all game, so... Y'all. Mundo's probably unable to do anything too. I mean, even though they're all there, I probably can't kill everybody, right? I would have to play out of my mind to be able to do that. And also, even if I land crazy ultimate, I don't feel like there's a way. Hey, but they're chunked. I got a huge AoE ultimate on 2 of them. Even though it might have not hit the Udyr, it's okay. Yeah, so I got a big shutdown. Udyr's on top of me, just trying to burst him, but it's kind of difficult. He flashed away. The Janna saved him. Not bad for a 4v5, though. We didn't have our teammates, so... Graves just walking in, trying to grab the Otacon. If he flashed forward and just burned everything, I bet he could have stolen it, but instead he just walked in. Quite tragic. So they get a pentakill. I'm still not gonna, I guess, give up, though, because, I mean... They are giving opportunities of throws, because they're just walking into stuff when they shouldn't be. It was so dang close to Udyr kill, too. Like, he was so low. It's sad, but it's the way it is. I'm gonna try to probably do what? I mean, the dragon is coming up, and obviously they're gonna do it because it's soul. Can we contest it? I'm not exactly sure. Getting objective bounties is nice, but it's difficult because even going side lane is a threat at every single point in the game. They might do something stupid, though, eventually. Like, try to go for vision control that they shouldn't be going for, otherwise I can get caught. Because even though they have full control of the game, if I landed on a squishy target, I can kill them, like, instantly, because Orianna burst is still extremely high, right? So I get a kill, and even though it's not a shutdown or anything, it's still just a tiny bit of an advantage for the moment. I feel like I can't even push this out. I feel like Mbessa's gonna ult me and kill me, so I guess I won't even touch it. It's just too risky. So I'd rather just group, huh? Oh, Mbessa's coming. No. She's following us. Oh, but she missed, though. That's good. I got a big ultimate off. This guy has no ultimate. She used it, but I have no mana, which is bad. I'll probably just die here. I got collected by red buff. Her Q never hit me. That was very tragic that the red buff did that to me. She get another pentakill? Whoa, 2 pentakills in one game? Imagine getting 2 pentas and maybe losing. Or like it losing the game. That'd be kind of ridiculous, right? I don't even know if we can contest the dragon now. Gosh, I'm so close to my item, and if I just had the smallest amount more mana there, it could have been so good for us too. They are throwing over and over again where they're giving us some gold back. It's just not so substantial that we have, like, an advantage, really, I guess. It would be nice to have an advantage, but we just don't have that. I could almost full buy this, too, if I really wanted to. I don't even know if this is contestable. I feel like Graves just has to try to steal it, and we just don't fight because it's just too hard. Because I just don't see the way in. We would have to, like, walk in together first. So I think we just have to wait and just play for Baron. Decap. $500 AP. It's like okay. Does like 1k. Nami, no! She's so dead. The thing is that Air Dragon Soul is kind of OP, so she'll never be able to escape, really. Very challenging. Yep. Everybody being a little bit faster is not fair. But that's the intention of Soul. It's not supposed to be fair. If she jumps on you, I guess I can just ulti her. Oh wait, no, it did land it. Nice. Did she die though? No, it's close though. I'm almost level 16. Mundo's been farming still. If I land an ultimate onto their squishy Caitlyn, could be game changing. Maybe they have to push to end. We probably only need to play for Elder now, because Elder is usually a win con if you're starting to lose the game, but they already have Soul and stuff. Obviously, Elder is a really insane buff that makes it so you can, like, execute people who are low, which is not really fair. Catching anybody, including Udyr, seems like a chore. Because they're just, like, shoving, and if we don't do anything about it, then we'll just lose. No. Oh man, I just like outplayed the crap out of you and you didn't die. That's insane. Also, Yasuo based. The way that I outplayed her is that I just didn't get hit by so many of her stuff, and the way that she did her trading pattern was so bad, but she's just lucky that her Janna can save her for her misplay. Well, we tried. I can't carry this. I feel like there was opportunities that I almost was able to do it, though. If I had somebody that wasn't as weak as everybody, then I think that we probably could have won this. It feels like I don't really have any team to play off of. Not having anybody to play off of is not really possible. GG. I have no possible way to carry this. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the commentary of how difficult it is to play if, like, everybody's doing poorly. I can't really do anything about it. The decision-making was really bad for strange invades and, like, fights where people just, like, would continuously do invading and just die on repeat. But in the end, we almost pulled through. Damage dealt was very similar to most of the enemy team. I maybe could have done it. I'm worried, or not worried, I am wondering how far behind we were. Okay, yeah, so, like, it was pretty even-ish. I feel like we probably just had such a giant gold lead mid that being up, like, 3,000 gold on him was kind of substantial. But anyways, thanks for watching. See you guys later. Peace out. Bye. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Orianna in Arena. Sorry about not showing the gold augments. We have ethereal weapons, which procs on hit effects when we use our abilities, which is completely useless until we get things that proc on hit effects. Oh, wait. Does my auto attack? I don't think my auto attack does it, but it might. I didn't really think about that. That guy just flashed me. Jeez, that was close. So, the reason why this is good is because Lichbane and, like, Nashor's Tooth can be built now, and that's really insane, because I can make it so I can just hit really, really, really hard. I wish that I can see how much damage I deal with, like, the thing. I feel like I saw that it did damage. Damn, Corki is so ridiculous in Arena, by the way. This guy just crit me how many times? Oh, he has a 50% chance. No wonder. This early game round is probably just going to be a loss. Ethereal Weapons is pretty bad during early game because it doesn't have any benefit, but it will be crazy broken later on. Like, really crazy. Oh, my teammate also has something that is pretty bad early game. Because, like, this is item haste. So we both have something that doesn't really work until we have items. We don't want Rel, and the reason why we don't want Rel is because there's not very many items that have on-hit effects. So it'd be pretty meh for me at least. It might be good for him. But the goal is Lich Bane has a nice 66% AP ratio in Arena, so that makes it so my Q, which already has a 55%, is technically more like 100 and something. And then, of course, Lich Bane cooldown is pretty short, so you can proc it more frequently. Nashor's Tooth, I think, only has a 15% AP ratio, or 20%, so that's not as insane, so I probably won't build that. But yeah, being able to, like, proc your own hits are good for Lich Bane. It's actually not just good, I would say that it's insane, in my opinion. Oh, did it choose Rel? Okay, cool, it chose Riven. Cool, cool, cool. What my teammate probably wants is, like, Heartsteel and Unending Despair and stuff, and that kind of stuff is, like, really, really good. This Fizz is just running at me, so... Oh, but they kind of, like, messed up a little bit. I'm gonna save that plan for my teammate, hopefully, but it's probably not gonna work. This is such an awkward position to be in. I mean, we'll try to kill the Fizz here with my abilities, but maybe we just only get a 1-for-1 trade. I'm okay with a 1-for-1 if you can get the kill, because at least if it was a 1-for-1, then maybe we can get the 250 gold. The problem is that I kind of died in a corner, and I feel like I can't get res now. Unless he reses me, like, right now. He just pillared himself, which sucks, but it's okay. That was a little bit of a mistake on his end, but I was the person who put myself over here, so... Nice. I don't care about the win. What I care about is the gold. Very well played. When both of us get our items in the future, it's going to be so much better. It does still a little bit suck, though, that another big thing is that I probably would want to go a item that... I'm just going to reroll one time. Is a mana item, but hey, I mean, it gave me something that's mana related, so I guess I'll just build it, because there's nothing really else to build. Getting a Detonation Orb or Everfrost probably would have been better, but if I got like a Rune Carver or something, which is super good, still maybe it wouldn't be the best, because I would go quickly, I think, with Orianna, because you do kind of spam a lot. This must not be that bad. Still, it has no effect of my ethereal weapons. It's okay, though. We'll get there. Wait, you chose something that... I don't know why you chose this. This is, like, not that good, in my opinion, but maybe you just didn't have any other good choices. The best thing to go with item haste is, like, Black Hole Gauntlet and stuff. I hit the Jinx, not that it matters too much. There's probably no way to kill, even if I, like, hit her with everything, but I can try to deal as much damage as I can. Close. So finally, item round is next, and I can buy something that makes this useful, because they have something, once again, that just is... This is stat anvils. She has something that has attack speed. It's just kind of one of the things that happens in Arena sometimes, where you chose something that is good, but not good yet. So I am finally strong. I hope to see my teammate build something that's good here. Okay, Heartsteel, nice. I was a little bit worried that, like, for some reason he would build something that doesn't even benefit his augment, but he did, which is nice. You see how the Q honestly shows the damage, sometimes, like, separated, too? Okay, it says 42, but it was sometimes showing, like, 250 and, like, the other number next to it for some reason. But yeah, super low cooldown. Now we have a ranged Lich Bane hit. It's pretty sick. We just don't really have that much AP yet, though. Okay, our damage is not bad. I'm just gonna hit both of them here because they're both trying to get the portal, but only one of them can get inside, so makes it very easy to play. This is an anvil run, so that's why this is so easy. It's crazy how much damage this freaking Lich Bane actually does, dude. It does so much damage. Might not be as OP as Rune Carver, but I feel like it can definitely get there. Okay, so Doomsayer is okay, but a lot of times it's kind of difficult to fully stack it if you don't have other curse augments, because you have to land 25 abilities because you only get 2 curse per ability. That is annoying, so I prefer to probably have like Jeweled Gauntlet or something. I'm still gonna take it though, because I'm just thinking about the CDR, and I feel like CDR like isn't even that good compared, because who cares if I have CDR? There's a cooldown that already locks it in. My teammate's getting owned a little bit, but I feel like that's difficult. Nunu is kind of difficult to beat. Yeah, this is rough, dude. I was hoping to get a little bit more stacks. Did Nunu even get 50? I'm curious. What did Trundle get? Tap Dancer? That doesn't synergize with what you have. Darn. That sucks. No! Not Tap Dancer, bro. I'll just build a decap, because we're just trying to get to high AP. The higher AP, the more damage my Lich Bane will deal, because it has a super high AP ratio. I just need to make it so I hit very, very, very hard. What do you have? Unending? Okay. Okay, well, I basically am dead, and that other Trundle is pretty powerful. Oh, my Lich Bane was able to pull through in the end. Thank you, Lich Bane. We got 36 stacks that round, so it's still very difficult to get this curse stacked, but hey, I'm just glad that we didn't lose, because having a buffer round between rounds of, like, knowing that you could maybe do something that's risky sometimes pays off really hard if you're in the losing, on the losing team. Maybe Omnivamp would be good here. They have a Belveth Mundo. This is, like, extremely, extremely tryhardy / like, we are just here to win because we're picking the S+ tier, so it's very challenging to beat these guys ever. He has Unending, but he has a way better... no, okay, sorry, not Unending. This guy has Apex Inventor, just like my teammate, but he chose an item that is ridiculously good for him. So he has basically these fire things going everywhere because that's what his thing does. And then just, yeah, I don't know. It's just better. He also has Slow Cooker to make it even better, I guess, too, so... Oh, he finally hit a ability onto me. Yeah, we're not playing plants very well, so we might just get screwed by that, because I feel like they got more plants than us, and... that normally is a problem, because they might just have Mundo Ultimate back. I managed to kill one. Nice, okay. It turns out that we're starting to get very powerful, I guess. I mean, my damage from my Lich Bane is, in my opinion, kind of hitting hard. If only I didn't have Doomsayer and I had, like, Jeweled Gauntlet, it could go so much harder, I swear. What do you want for us, brother? I don't really know if the ring is honestly that good. I feel like we need to stall out. Wait, you can time it like that? Is that really how that works? Huh. Okay, so my ability haste is starting to get kind of ridiculous because I have another curse thing. The curse thing on this one is that healing and shielding gives you curse power, but the more important thing is that now... Oh. Are these guys about to get kicked out, or are they winning? They're, like, even with us? Anyways, it gives us ability haste, and we've been stacking some curse power, so it's a pretty significant amount. 50 ability haste is pretty nice, and of course we can get even more of it. We also can stack up to 70 times instead of 50, but let's be real, landing 35 abilities in a single round is kind of ridiculous. Holy crap, dude. Apparently my damage is kind of bonkers. He'll just go to the other side, right? Oh, nope, he won't. I thought he might try to use this to go to the other side of the map. Oh, I should have been probably shielding my teammate more frequently. That's right, though. Because if I shield my teammate more frequently, I can get more stacks. Okay, just barely scraping by. I mean, we were definitely losing during the early game, but at least it's going a little bit better now. They have a Fizz. The Fizz has a huge amount of AP. They have a Yorick, and Yorick is really annoying inside of this game mode because sometimes he does really a busted amount of damage. You really want Atmas? Isn't there, like, another item that could have been even better than that? I don't know. We'll just build Zanya's because they just have too many threats of, like, jumping on top of me and killing me instantly. Nice, I rolled Flat Pen. That's always good. Because I don't really have that much Flat Pen just yet. Okay, it kind of sucks because we're not really stacking our curse power. But I'm scared that we're gonna lose. Like, I'm honestly terrified. I guess I'm not realizing that I'm honestly very strong finally, and I can start really impacting these fights. Like, my Q hits for 500 and the Lich Bane hits for 500, so technically my QW combo does like 2,000 damage. And then, of course, I can do it so frequently. Just so nuts. Okay, well, we're looking like we might be able to top 4. We'll just take the Magic Pen because there's no other good one there. We're versus the Jax Jinx. How much magic resist does Jax have? Pretty substantial amount. He has Master of Duality, so he'll be infinitely stacking his damage too, which is very difficult to play against. Because if I can't kill him quickly, then he'll get so strong that he'll just one-shot us. And then we don't have stacking damage. We just have, like, consistent damage. It's not like my Lich Bane gets stronger. So, yeah. It's rough. One person dies. But he has to res his teammate, and guess what? If you have to res your teammate because they died, because you're still going to get kited out, I had Zhonya's, I have Crown, so if he jumps on me, he can't one-shot me immediately. That's huge. And our EP is still getting even higher now. Hamstringer, 98% crit chance. Yeah, I mean, this is finally doing something? Yeah, I agree with you, dude. It probably was so useless early game. I have Dreadbringer, so I could increase my AP even further. But Jeweled Gauntlet would still be probably best, right? Because if I was to just get lucky when I crit, that'd probably be very good. Okay, did not get it, so we'll do Dreadbringer. This increases my HP. It increases it by Curse. So 900 HP. Is it a huge amount? No. But it's decent. We're versus the Corki and the Brand. Brand has ultimate base thing. Ooh, actually, am I just insta-dead? Yikes, this is so freaking bad. Oh my goodness, we are so lucky. He got Lucian ultimate and used it on me and I almost died. What happened is that I got hit by freaking Brand ultimate and I got polymorphed because that is Lulu W applied on ultimate. So then Corki was just beating me up, but thankfully I was able to make it to the gate and escape because I feel like if I tried to buffer my ultimate and do an ultimate flash over here, it probably would have not worked. I think we would have lost. And we are versus the Mundo Belveth. What do you know? The S+ tier champions that are normally permabanned are winning. Whoa, that's crazy. Do I want a Void Staff? Yeah, I'll basically deal true damage, which is amazing. So I'll build this, build this. Now I have a ridiculous amount of AP. If I'm able to hit him, like, if I hit Belveth, I think she gets one shot by me. She's not actually as strong as, she probably should be. Also, Mundo doesn't really have that much magic resist either, so I feel like we just win as long as I just land a good combo here. Whoa, that's a lot of curse power on her Death Touch. I don't have Flash. Dude, you should give that to me. Hello? Dude, the burn effects are kind of going super hard on me. I almost one-shot her, but the Mundo's still chasing and I don't want to get hit by him because if I do, it's really bad. Killed one. I think that I can't win this. No! So what I was trying to do is get there and then I Zhonya's, and when I use my Zhonya's, you still res your ally, because if I Zhonya's there, I die. There's literally no way to escape. Do you have anti-heal, brother? You don't? Oh, you do now. I think just potting up and just buying stuff is actually better than anything else that I can do. I think that buying another item is stupid. So I'm not going to. Got me. Got me good. Oh, that's crazy that you actually just don't die. Okay, I got her. It's just Mundo now. Of course. Why would it not just make me go back towards him there so I have to fight him? And we win. GG. My Lich Bane did 20,000 damage. The Ethereal Weapons proc 37 times that round. I was able to kill the Belveth, who was almost able to kill me, but she was not able to pull through, and that's the Orianna and Arena. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. We never get to look at the stats because, or we don't get to inside of like the normal lobby. Did 105k damage. All right, cool. See you guys later. Peace out. Bye.